So I thought we'd talk about a difficult topic, but it's been weighing on our hearts and our minds.
All right. Yes.
The Ferguson debacle, craziness. And what's, it's very rare for a grand jury not to hand down a federal indictment. It only happens in 0.01% of cases.
Stop right there and explain what it is, because I didn't know either.
Well, I mean, I'm an attorney. I worked for the AG's office. So what you do is there's enough to charge someone with a crime, which means there's a little bit of evidence, but you're not sure what else is there. Then you need a grand jury gives the indictment, and that's when the fact-finding
all comes in.
And that's when all of a sudden you have powers, the prosecutor and law enforcement. Now you can go and you can start digging, and you have the money and the budget to go support the allegations of the charges in the indictment. And it only happens that it's not returned with a federal indictment in 0.01% of cases.
Wow. Now, most people, I don't think, understand this.
No, the legal machinations of all of this. This is such obvious racism that it's just, I have to laugh because it makes me uncomfortable.
Well, I want to swear and get mad and pound something like.
The only thing that made me feel better was social media, though. Going online and realizing there was a community and everyone agreed with me that, the hashtag blackpeoplematter.
Less social media. I'm not on it other than via you, and I have no idea what it's about other than once you took me on social media, my message went out to everyone. So bless social media. And my generation doesn't understand it, and the one below me doesn't understand it.
Well, there's no gatekeeping. I mean, think about it if we didn't have social media and you just had the networks. If you watch the news coverage on network television of Ferguson,
oh, God. No,
even CNN, everything that was happening, it was just so crazy. Whereas, I saw the pictures of the officer's injuries, which looked like a little pimple on his face. Online.
And he's a young man.
Yeah. Online. They're saying he was attacked by Michael Brown. So what I love about it is we can make up our own minds and we can connect with like-minded people.
I'm going through the same thing with sex information. Exactly the same thing.
So in a way is changing the culture, whether it's gender or orientation or racial discrimination, is it all about information and community?
And that's what we have with social media. And the internet. See, I say internet and you say social media.
Social media is a component of the internet.
Okay, so it's the same thing. Because now I have freedom of speech for the first time since I've been dealing with masturbation that no one wants to hear about. But now they do. And the kids that I'm, answering back and forth with information, it's amazing. I'm heartened. I'm thrilled.
Well, because you can make change. It is simple.
Yeah.
When people feel that there are other people going through what they're going through, that they're not alone, you can't isolate people. You can't keep them misinformed.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to take the circle.
Okay.
This is the same thing that happened with feminism and consciousness raising, which we carry on through the body sex groups. I always thought that my problem was my problem and that no other woman had it. But you start to share information. We had to get together and sit in a room to do it. Now you go online and do it.
And we're sharing information. And so last night, there were peaceful protests in 90 cities.
Wow.
Across the states. And in New York, they walked over the bridges with candles. That's very powerful.
Yes, it is.
It's withholding our consent. You didn't hand down the indictment, but we're holding consent. That's wrong. And we're calling you out for it.
I want them to walk over the bridge with candles for female orgasms at some point. That's what I'm working on.
Because they keep women misinformed about their bodies.
Totally. It's the same thing.
It's the same kind of discrimination that people of color have experienced.
And people of female genitals have experienced and continue to experience. It's the same problem. Absolutely the same problem. So I'm sorry, old white men.
Times are changing. Progress is moving forward. Sorry.
Your days are numbered.
Try to hold on as much as you can, but the tighter you hold on, we're going to blow it up.
Yeah, we're coming to get you. Yeah, the truth will prevail, absolutely. And a little more, I don't even like the word humanity, a little more compassion for people, color and race and sex and all of this.
They don't matter. It doesn't mean anything. We're all the same.
We're human. And we all have some basic needs. And this country of ours with their war and their guns and their bullets and their drones and,
more pleasure, less pain.
Well, pleasure is the antidote to violence, isn't it?
It is. So that's why we're picking up the pleasure flag.
Okay, pleasure flag. So definitely have an orgasm, focusing that positive energy to the people in Ferguson.